A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try the left side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Using his feet to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his man. It's Clark. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
looking to throw. It's Flagway. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the air, it's Flagway. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't.
Can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moore will throw. Get it out on the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. The short hands. It's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. Oh, better look out! They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whittington. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Moore to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him. looks right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Extra point here will tie the game. Oh, the kicker's on the run. And that's not going to come close. I'm not even sure what they were thinking there.
That keeps the score. Florida 7, Oregon 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators want to move quickly. From the shotgun, they'll run it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Takes the easy one to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And there they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now on the move. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run the draw.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Whittington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll try the left side. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here comes the 2-point try. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Bryant.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the 1st.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll line up for a second down play. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning him into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.